Hello, Mood here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to work on my napkin journal and create a quick and easy napkin journal page for you guys. I have this beautiful scenery with these beautiful birds and colors sent to me by my crafty friends. Thanks so much to them. And I want to use it as a base to create my napkin journal. So I'm just taking out a part of it, and I removed the backing before, so there were white backings for the napkin that I removed. And I'm just tearing off a part of the napkin to stick on my page. I'm using my matte medium to stick my napkin onto my page. And I don't care if there are wrinkles or not, they just create a nice texture and I don't mind them at all, so I don't fuss over it. And I left this burgundy border because I like it a lot, and it will create a nice border on one side. Today I want to use my distress paints. These are acrylic paints for mixed media, so they are liquid. And I took the colors that would match the background that I see on the napkin. My objective is just to create a nice background that would be like the birds are flying and they're on the horizon at the back. But I'm going to extend this horizon sort of sky with the colors that I see on the napkin. The color I'm using now is weathered wood. It's sort of a grayish color. I think if you mix white with a cool gray, you will get very close to this color as well. And next I want to take this mild lavender color, which is again a pastel lilac color. And I just apply it with my hand over the other color, just to give some depth, some more interest at the back, and have a multicolored sky at the back. I love dipping my fingers in paint, but if you don't enjoy it, feel free to use sponge, baby wipe, brush, whatever you feel comfortable with. It just, I don't know, it's relaxing for me to play with paint with my hands. And then I will take a third color. This is old paper, and again I'm using my finger to apply it on top of the others. I'm not covering it completely, or I am not even blending it with the others, just applying on top, so we have a nice background at the back. Next I pulled out a stencil from my stash that I bought very eagerly and never used, so hopefully I will feel much better after using it today. It's called Mini Birds of a Feather, and it's from Crafter's Workshop. And I'm going to pull out three colors from my Distress inks. These are the minis that I use. I find them the same with the big ones, and they are so much more economical. You can have more colors. And I love these cute tins that I collect them in. I took out walnut stain, aged mahogany, and pine needles from my collection. And I will work with these three colors to create a kind of tree scenery at the background, so they will look like flying through the sky with the trees at the back, at the horizon, like far away. At least this is the imagination in my head. And I'm using these finger dabbers, finger sponges, with three different colors, so I'm changing them each time and not dipping one to more than one color, because these are different color groups, so I don't want to mix them. And I'm using this tree with birds and flowers and leaves on it only. I'm not using the cages to create a nice scenery at the back. So I am changing my color, the ink, all the time, and I'm just placing this stencil with different angles, and I'm just going over it and overlapping and giving the impression and depth impression that it's at the back far away. So this overlapping and using different colors and everything creates the depth that I'm looking for. And all these colors are in harmony with the napkin colors that you see anyway. So it looks like these ducks are flying through a scenery at the back. I just love how it looks, and it's very difficult to tell now that it's a napkin. I'm using this white acrylic paint from Posca. I didn't use my normal gel pen because I wanted something a little bit thicker with a thicker tip. So I used this. This is a 1mm tip, and it's just an acrylic paint with white. So I'm just doing a little bit highlights on the trees and on the wings of the birds. And I'm using my white gesso watered down to do some white splashes to bring everything together. I think these splashes will also create some depth and add to the scenery, and it will add some mysticism to it too. Sometimes these small touches elevate your project to the next level, which I love a lot. And finally, the sentiment, I'm using Tim Holtz clippings, and I selected one that says "Went off bravely," and I'm going to stick it at the corner like this because I don't want to interfere in that beautiful scenery. And I think I am done with this quick and easy page that I used only few supplies. I really love it. I think it's beautiful and it's hard to tell that there's a napkin on it. I hope you enjoyed too. Please don't forget to like, comment or subscribe if you did. Stay safe and healthy. I'm sending you all my love. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time.